Hello everyone, this is part 8 on formal and informal English. Now the question is, if I would like to change informal English into formal English, what do I do? So the question is, how can we change informal English into formal English? This is the question in this video. The answer is, there is no simple answer to this question. Sometimes we change one word in a sentence to make the sentence formal, and sometimes we have to change the whole structure of a sentence to make it formal, and sometimes we have to change all the words in a sentence to make it formal. So I have a sentence, I want to make it formal. I have an informal sentence and I want to make it formal. What do? Sometimes you change one word in this sentence, sometimes you change two words, sometimes you change the whole structure of a sentence. So let's look at what you can change. Generally, these are the points which we need to change in our informal writing to make it formal, writing or speaking. So change the words. So the question is, if you have informal sentences, how do you make them formal? How? Number one, change the words. Change the sentences. If the words are informal, make them formal. Change sentences. If sentences are simple, make them compound or complex. Idioms. Don't use idioms in formal English. Contractions. Of course, idioms like it's raining cats and dogs. This is an idiom, which means it's raining heavily. So don't say it's raining cats and dogs. Try to say it is raining heavily. This is formal. It's raining heavily. It is raining heavily. Contractions, again, don't say it's raining. You have to say it is raining. So it's raining. This is informal. It is raining. This is formal. Phrasal verbs. Don't use like don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. So this is informal. But if I say do not postpone till tomorrow what you can do today, or the maybe the you can say what you can today, or maybe the actions which you need to do today. So put off is informal, postpone is formal, don't is informal, do not is formal. I repeat, don't is informal, put off is informal, do not is formal, postpone is formal. Anyway, so put off is a phrasal verb, change it to postpone. Interjections like wow, ouch, hey, all these are informal, so we don't use them in formal English. Don't use exclamation marks. I'm saying a lot. You can use question marks and exclamation marks, but don't use a lot of them, especially in formal writing. Again, conversation markers, don't use them. If you see them, you can use them in informal English, but try to avoid using them in formal English. Well, I think all these are informal, so try not to use them in formal English. Grammatical deletion, again, I explained this. If I say sounds good, this is informal. It sounds good, no, this is formal. So don't delete it before sounds good in formal English. Again, short phrases for responding, fine, this is informal. I am well, this is complete, this is formal. Personal pronouns, again, at university it's not a good idea to use a lot of I or we. So if you say I think the idea is correct, you have to say it is thought that the idea is correct. So it is better not to use personal pronouns in your academic writing. Several clauses chained together, again, in informal English we put a lot of clauses or short sentences, and this is not good. Why? Because in formal English we have to use what? Complex, or you have to use compound and complex sentences. Again, if something has no meaning, if something is incomplete or inconsistent or irrelevant. Anyway, informal. So formal English, you have to use the opposite of these. Formal English is meaningful. Formal English is complete. Formal English is consistent. Formal English is relevant. Formal English is formal. Formal English is clear. Formal English is not lengthy. It's brief. It's precise. It's accurate. Again, formal English, we use, formal words, formal sentences. Please watch part 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7a, and then you can see what I mean, 7b, and you will see a lot of examples. Now, let's look at examples. I got my degree from Harvard University. Got is informal. I obtained is formal. So what do I do here? I change one word in the sentence and I make the sentence formal. Got is informal. Obtained is formal. I'm happy is informal. I am happy. This is formal. Again, I change one word. Her uncle kicked the bucket. Kick the bucket is an idiom, which means died. So her uncle died. Kick the bucket is an idiom, and I change this idiom into a verb, and the verb is died. So this sentence is informal, this sentence is formal. Me and my friends are in the city center. Again, this is informal. To use me, you have to say my friends and I are in the city center. Or you can say I and my friends are in the city center. This is formal. So don't say me and my friends, this is informal. It looks like we are going to sit our exam today. So looks like is informal. It looks as if we are going to sit our exam today. So I change looks like into looks as if. Looks like is informal, looks as if is formal. And as you can see, I put all the formal answers in blue for you in this video and in all videos on formal and informal English. I passed my driving test like I thought I would. So like I thought, this is informal. I passed my driving test as I thought I would. So as I thought is formal. Again, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Best of luck, and try to watch all the videos on formal and informal English, because each video explains something to you and all videos have a lot of easy examples for you. Thank you for watching and best of luck.